Like, some people call me Teddy, some people give me old-fashioned Ed, people like my dad always called me gay. So, fun. Dude, I'm pretty excited because I'm 30 years old, and the other day I spent more money on condoms in one sitting than I've spent my entire life combined. It's just because the old ones expired and I bought a bigger box this time. But what I'm trying to say is I've got bigger dreams this time around, you know what I mean? Pretty good. You know, I was on the phone, I was on the road the other day, and my girl, we were on the phone together, and she's like, hey, have you ever thought about trying phone sex? And I was like, yeah, but I think my phone's too big for my ass. Don't think it's gonna work. Phone sex, that's a weird term, right? We have a lot of weird terms like that. Like, you guys remember the term butt dial? That was a fun one. What's that? That's when you accidentally call somebody. You didn't mean to do it. Then we came with the term booty calls. What's that? That's when you purposely call someone when you're looking for butt. All right? Now, I've heard the term dick pic. You know, if you ask me, it's the laziest of all the terms. Because if a guy takes a picture of his wiener and then he sends it to you and your phone goes off, boom, cock ring. It's a lot more impressive. Like, miss, right before you head to the bathroom, how many cock rings have you received recently? Too many to talk about. She's like an Amazon distributor of cock rings over here. She doesn't want to talk about it. She's got contracts, NDAs. Don't bring it up. No, dude. If you guys are, you know, I did drop one 15 minutes ago, airdropped one, so if you guys are worried about clicking on it, don't be. It's a small file size, alright? I'm talking floppy disk, not hard drive here, okay? Microsoft, not Python. Alright, anyway, moving on. No, dude. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm a pretty hairy person. Yeah, pretty hairy. But if you guys think this is a lot of hair, you guys should see my dad. He's like a full-body chia pet. What? Yeah. He was walking around downtown. He actually got mistaken for Bigfoot. Which is crazy. Because he's only got gout. He just ate a lot of red meat that day. So his feet were swollen up. No, it's crazy because Bigfoot and my dad don't have a lot in common. But what they do have in common is that a lot of people are talking about him, but I've never seen him. Just always blurry photos, you know. My dad was fun, you know. My dad, he used to make Kool-Aid for us as a kid, and he'd always hide himself pouring in the powder in the pitcher, so I'd only see the color change. And then he'd look at us and he'd say, "Kids, I'm God." Which made a lot of sense because we only saw him once a week, and he was always asking us for money. So not good. Not good. No. My mom, she's pretty interesting. My mom, she was born with one hand. Okay, this is a true story. My mom, she was born with one hand. And growing up, I thought my mom was a pirate. So I went to my dad, I was like, "Hey dad, you know, mom's got one hand, what's going on?" My dad's like, "Son, your mom could have never been a pirate because she shared her booty with everyone." That's what divorce sounds like. No. My dad, he's also missing limbs. His story's a little different. He was a mountain climber. And he lost his leg on a mountain. You guys might have heard of this one. It's called Dew. Mountain Dew. Yeah, diabetes is a bitch. I mean, it's a big problem in this country. Really big problem. Past year's been pretty fun and interesting. I just welcomed a baby into my home, so that was pretty fun. Yeah. Save the applause for the DNA test. Yeah, how about that? No, I love it. You know, I love being a dad. It's not what I expected. Like, if you would have came to me a few years ago and said, "Hey, Eddie, you're going to be cleaning another man's balls for 2 years of your life," I would have thought you meant prison. So, but here we are. It's a lot worse than prison, though, you know? It's a lot like war, you know? A baby's a lot like war, because some people want to go to war. Other people get drafted. So, got a lot of drafters in here, I guess. So, alrighty. Don't like baby's war stuff. That's fine. We love our children in here. That's fine. No, I had a son, which is great. You know, and that's every man's dream, is to have a son. My dream was to name my son after me because I'm the third. That would have made him the fourth. Would have been awesome. Mom was like, "No." And the thing is you got to name the firstborn. You can't do the secondborn, you can't do the third, because then it just makes it weird for that firstborn, you know? Because I have to sit him down and be like, "Listen, the first time I brought it up, your mom wasn't really cool with the idea." The second time I brought it up, your stepmom was way cooler with it. So, alrighty guys, that's been my time. Thank you.